Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to a new video. Today's video will be a weekly recap of how my week went, my last week. I couldn't upload it in the weekend because I had an exam that I had to study for, so that's why I do it now. I know it's already Wednesday, but I still wanted to make the video, so yeah, let's get into it. I'll go over my trades and my bias. I think that's the most important thing, and then also how my psychology was. Last week was a 10-hour week for me, so that's pretty good if I compare that with my old model. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm yeah, just gotta stick with it and refine that. Okay, so on Monday, what did I see on Monday? On Monday, I was, let me double check, I was bullish, I'm pretty sure, 27th of April. Yeah, on Monday uh I was bearish because we were in this little internal range. Let me go back right before 9:30. Bang. Okay, so this is what we see. Okay, we are really overextended on the 1 hour. We rebalance this 1 hour range pretty good. I use the Fibonacci tool a lot. So look how clean we rebalance this range into the OTE of the range, and we reject off of that. So that is like pretty bearish for me. Then I scaled down to the 50-minute. I wanted this range to get rebalanced. Either a rebalance into this again, like something like this, a resweep because 930 tends to manipulate a lot. Yeah, look at data like all the time. So I want to see a manipulation first to take out some orders first, which would be here or even here because this is more premium to short. Look, aligning with the OTE. So that was what I was looking for. Um, I was targeting these lows to rebalance the range. If you draw out your big range we have an old range right here. This range needs to get rebalanced. If you up the range till here, this range also needs to get rebalanced. So that was what I was looking for on Monday. So what happened? Let's go to the 1 minute time frame. So, boom, we manipulate up. Not into the 50-minute. We do not sweep here. Let's see this. We do not sweep the 50-minute here, but we made but we made SMTs there. We made SMTs right here with ES. I'll draw that out as well. Wait, do you see that? Yes, you do. Okay. Look, we had SMT right here. My entry model presented itself, so that is why I entered right here. Um, Targeting lower the CE of the range. I entered pretty late. I know I was pretty late, so something like this. Let's see how that played out. There was a break-even trade for me. Look, a break-even, super unfortunate, and then we ran to full TP. Yeah, that was just a bad film. I could have made my would have targeted like this, by the way. I could have made like 7R there, but unfortunately there was a break-even for me. After that, I switched my bias to bullish because I was like, the range got rebalanced. There's no way we are continuing here with such a rejection. The the low got swept with a good rejection, and this nice 1 hour range did get rebalanced now. So now we are at all-time high, so we can just continue to the upside. So that is what I was looking for then. As well as, even though this high is SMT to the 930 wick, this kind of wick is a pretty decent draw liquidity still. So yeah, that's what I was looking for. I didn't enter. Did I enter there? Let me double check. No, I did not enter here. I wasn't that confident. I need more confirmation with more SMTs. We had a resweep, and that is when we created a new SMT right there. And that is where I looked for my entry. My entry was on the next candle. Bum. My entry was on the next candle around here, if I'm not stupid. Let me double check. Yeah. Okay. My entry was around here. I was targeting a key level I had up here. And then, yeah, just let it play out. I did not trail. I gotta still work on that a lot. In hindsight, I should have trailed to this low, securing myself at 4.6 R. But I don't know. I was just confident in the drawn liquidity being higher, and I wanted to go for yeah, that's just bad on my end, but still a good trade. We did get stopped out at break even, unfortunately. Look, bam, break even, and then we resweep that low if I'm not stupid. Wait, do we not? Yeah, we do, right? Yeah, we resweep, and but yeah, this was low of day, and then we rip up, taking my TP. Let me flip in. You get the point, bro. It's going to TP there, okay? So that was Monday. Pretty okay day. Break even twice. Super unfortunate. I got break even on the first short right here, but that's the game. We are still in War PA with such smaller ranges. Look, we are trading in a 100 point range. That is not that big of a range for New York AM. So yeah, that was quite tough, but still a decent day for me. Then we'll go to Tuesday, the 28th. Tuesday 28th was pretty easy, not gonna lie. Let's go to 9:30. Bang. So what did I see? We had a clear rebalance of this range right here. This range got rebalanced pretty nice from this low to this high. Beautiful range rebalance, and this range rebalance aligned with the inverse of this wick. This inverse wick, and also a 4-hour OB right here, and also just a support level of the highs of here. So that was quite clear for me to long from. As well as holding this 4-hour gap. 1 hour looked also pretty bullish. We sweep into this hourly gap. Like we re-sweep this into the hourly gap, and we hold that hourly gap beautifully. So I was looking for two options. Either I wanted to see a range rebalance of this range to then short, but this range also already got rebalanced, so I wanted to take this rebalance of the OTE with the 50-minute gap right there, and then look for shorts, come back down to rebalance. Or I wanted to see us sweep into this key level, back into the 50-minute gap, and then look for longs. Let's see what happened. Okay, bomb. We manipulate down into the key level I was looking for, into this 50-minute gap, and look at your OTE. That's the thing, bro. OTE is so flippin' OP. Like, draw out your OTE, and you already see how are we rejecting off that OTE level. That is what you want to see. Let me double check where my entry exactly was today. Yeah, OTE tab, super nice rejection, bomb, insane bullish candle where I entered. We also had SMTs on this, and also a little SMT right there. Um, I entered for my entry model was around right there, and I targeted. What did I target? Up there, 11R. Something like this. I targeted something like this. Let's see how that plays out. And bang, that's full TP hit for 11R. Yeah, pretty nice day. Pretty easy day as well for me. Like, there was quite, even if you trade IFVGs, if you didn't take this, you gotta, bro, at that point, back it up, you know? Going for a 1 to 2 or something. Like, that was quite an easy play, in my opinion. I took it like this for 11R, rebalance of the range, overall a bullish bias, plus we are at all-time highs, so I tend to be more bullish than bearish. Rebalance the range with a 930 manipulation into the OTE level, good rejection, SMTs, bomb, enter on your entry model, and that's it. That was Tuesday, again, pretty easy. Yeah, let's get to Wednesday. So let's see what Wednesday is what's looking like. Wednesday is the 29th. 29th. I lost on Wednesday, but still, let's check that. 29th. 29th is here. It should be here. Yeah, should be here. Bang. Let's go into replay mode. Wednesday. Bang. Okay. So what was I seeing? I was more bullish than bearish, but it was quite tough. Wait, is this correct? Yeah, this is correct. It was quite tough because this looked pretty bearish to me. This range rebalance into the OTE, resweep into the OTE, and then make a new range from here to here. Rebalance that as well, and then come down. So yeah, I was looking for shorts, but at the other time, we also had this range rebalance that still held. Look how beautifully we tapped that OTE. So it was like quite hard to see what we wanted to do. So I was just gonna play with my ranges. Either I wanted to see a resweep into this for a manipulate for a play down, or I wanted to see what I wanted to see, or just something general, a sweep of a important low like this one or this one, and then look for longs. Um, what was that glitching? Okay, no. So yeah, let's see what happens. So 9:30 opens. Let's see what happens. Boom. We manipulate down into my key level. Bro, look at that. I mark out the key level, the 1 hour low into the 1 hour gap. Draw out your Fibonacci. Use your flipping Fibonacci again. Look how well we respect that 50%. That's what you want to see. You know, that's what you want to see. Bum bum bum. I did enter here. I did enter here. I entered pretty early around this, targeting all the way up here, but I got broke even on this one. Kinda a pretty early entry, but I was pretty confident. Yeah, targeting a key level I had up here. That was just the 30-minute gap. I can just say that. That's not a big. Yeah, look, I was targeting this 30-minute gap. I wanted to rebalance this gap right here, like that. I got broke even on this, like instantly. I'm no, yeah, insta break even. After that, we had a resweep with nice SMTs. Resweep with nice SMTs. We had like triple SMT right there, like something like this, uh, and then I was looking for longs again, but I was like kind of hesitant. Why? Because my first long didn't work, and now we were like, this could just be chop, you know. So I wanted to be really careful. So I waited for the breakout of the little chop area we had, and then I looked for a rebalance, rebalance of this range, and we did not get that. So wait, let me go over that again. Okay, so we have a 930 manipulation. Okay, 930 manipulation into the CE of this range makes me bullish into the OTE now as well. Look at that OTE level. Wait, let me delete this one for now. Look at that OTE level. Beautiful reaction. Beautiful SMT. So and then I was thinking like this could be chops. So I waited a little, and then I wanted to take a continuation setup. I wanted to take a rebalance of this range and then look for my entry model, but that didn't happen. So I just waited and waited, and then I know we still had to rebalance that range. I knew we still had to rebalance that range. So I waited for that. Bang, we rebalanced the range like this. Look at this range. Bang, we rebalanced the range perfectly. We hold no closes below is a super nice confluence. Then we had nice SMTs. We had SMTs like this, and we had SMTs like this. That was quite easy for me to look for longs there. I entered on the next candle. Where was the entry exactly? I entered on that candle. That was my bad. Um, and I was targeting the 30-minute gap. I did get stopped out here. That was super unfortunate. Um, I did get stopped out here by one singular tick. Like just edged my stop loss, and then we went up, took the break even, and then we started running. Look at that. I know this was a W, but I just got effed with my fill there. That's really annoying, but that's the thing with such a model. You are gonna have losses like this, and even though my bias is right, I can just get effed over with the fill. So I've been collecting data on that and seeing like what works for me. Maybe even a stop at the low here. You know, go for a 4R instead of a 8R. That's like crazy though. But going for a 4R here, and then bang, yeah, you got your full TP. You know. But I gotta see how that goes for me. For now, the 10-point stop does work, but you are gonna have times like this that you get effed over with your fill. But I'm still pretty fine with how I did. My bias was right, my conditions were right, and yeah, I can't really do more than that. After this, I went offline because I was on my PA again because my loss trade on Tuesday, or like what was it, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday the 11R trade passed my evil again, so now I'm on a PA again. And yeah, that is why I risked a lot, and I do not want to blow the PA in one time. So I went like, yeah, okay, sure, I took my loss. We hit the draw on liquidity. I am off. I do not want to participate in this market again. So yeah, that was Wednesday. I think that was a quite easy day as well. I just got unfortunate with the fill, but the bias was pretty clear. Let's get to Thursday. So Thursday, let's see it. Where's Thursday? Thursday is the 30th, the April 30. Where is that? Yeah, April 30 was a quite bad day for me, not gonna lie. April 30 right here. I was wrong, and yeah, I almost paid for that. Bang. Let's go to 9:30. So what was I seeing? Again, we are at all-time high. We are just chopping at this point. Look at this. We are chopping, but we are still respecting the OTE here, so quite tough. Then we go to the internal range. The internal range was this range that I wanted to get rebalanced if I wanted to look for longs. Um, this was also a valid area to long from into this hourly gap. Or I wanted to see a sweep of this high into this hourly gap and then look for shorts. So let's see what happened. Another possibility was another possibility for me was I had a key level right here. That was my main scenario I wanted to look for, by the way. I was bullish if we rebalance this first, but like I say, I want to use my manipulation. My 930 manipulation is really important. So I wanted us to manipulate up, sweep this little key level out, and then look for shorts. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted for the whole day, and I should have just sticked with that because after we rebalanced this range, I started longing, and that was not the play. After us seeing not doing my scenario, I should have been like, that's not good, and I do not want to participate in this. So yeah, let's see how that played. I know we had an SMT, we had a 5 minute gap tap right here, and that 5 minute gap tap was your manipulation. This 5 minute did get tapped, and we made an SMT. So yeah, that was your manipulation. I didn't see that. That was my bad. But still, I had a key level up here that I wanted to get rebalanced first. So yeah, um, yeah, that was it. Bam bam, SMT. That was your manipulation, and then market opens. What does market open do? Bang, we instantly dump. We instantly dump. I couldn't look for a short entry because I wanted this first and then go for a short, or like I wanted this to be exact to happen. That didn't happen, and after not seeing that happen, I should have just gone off, but I stayed on and I looked for longs because on the other side, um, wait, we rebalanced the 1 hour range and we can just long from there. We can just look for long positions there. So I was I was looking. Look, we tapped the 1 hour gap. Look at the ranges. Boom, into the 30 minute gap. We had a 30 minute range right here that we rebalanced perfectly into the OTE. So that is exactly what I was looking for. I didn't enter right here. I let it made some structure because I wasn't really like I had a key level lower that I wanted to get swept as well. Bomb bomb. We sweep the key level right there. We don't really get a nice entry that I wanted, and then here we start making a beautiful entry for me. We manipulate down on this candle. We have a big, nice rejection wick, and I'm bang. Next candle is where I entered. I entered to be exact right here. Why right there? Look, guys. Draw out your fib. Draw out your fib. That's the only thing I can say. We rebalance the range into CE and also into this OTE. The first OTE, like obviously the golden OTE level is the best, but still, this is a fine level to trade from. So we rebalance that OTE level. I look to my entry model. I targeted 7R, yeah, something like this towards there. But this was a insta break even for me. We went up to 10 points. Was it to even 24 points? And then we went down, took my break even, and after us not delivering there, I was like, are we really gonna be bullish here? And then I started questioning, and I was like, nah, we are gonna be bearish. And then I went off because I do not wanna because it was quite tough to even say like, are we going to be bullish here? Are we going to be bearish here? Is this a V-shaped recovery to go higher, or is it just a rebalance to go lower? And it was a rebalance to go lower, but I wasn't really confident in shorting if we didn't rebalance this range. I wanted this little range to get rebalanced because that's just the higher time frame range, nothing crazy, guys. That's just the 5 minute range that I wanted to get rebalanced like this. I wanted this to get rebalanced if I wanted the short, and we didn't get this. So I was like, yeah, I do not want to FOMO in here. Yeah, I didn't catch my short. Why? Because I wanted to see this for shorts. My bias was not bad, but yeah, I should not have taken the long here. I got blessed with the break even, but still not a bad trade like mechanically. But discretional, this was not a great trade to take. I still took it, and yeah, I gotta journal that and learn from that, you know. After that, we just dumped and took all the liquidity, and then yeah, that was it. I didn't take anything else. Bang, we take the lows, and then we can look for some longs again. And as you can see, I'm pretty sure we went up here. Yeah. And as you can see, we sweep those liquidity lows into this end dock. Look, we have a new day opening gap here still. We fill that, and bang, then we go up and rebalance the big range. If I'm not stupid here, open a 50-minute. Wow, that's laggy, bro. That's crazy. Okay, and rebalance the flipping range. Look at that range. Boom. Beautifully rebalanced into the CE. So yeah, it's not that hard to find your bias, but it comes with a lot of market experience because I've been in this market on NQ for almost 2 years now, 1.5 year. It comes with market experience, and then your bias will get better over time. That's why I'm making this video, because you can do your bias how I do it. You don't have to. Like, there's a lot of people I know that do it different, but that's how I see it. I use my OTE a lot. And yeah, that was my Thursday. I think that was not the best day of the week, but still a decent day. I managed my risk, and yeah, I did okay, I would say. Then last day, Friday. Friday was a pretty easy day. Pretty easy day, but I still failed to catch my entry. Bang. You gotta see it like this, okay, guys? We are at all-time highs. What is the chance we are gonna reject from all-time highs? Too small. Just long. If you're, it's not financial advice, but if you're at all-time highs, you wanna tend to be more bullish than bearish. Here as well, we rebalance. Wait, are you guys? Do you guys see this? Yeah, we rebalance this 4-hour gap beautifully with a nice rejection. Go to the 1-hour range. How are we looking? We make SMTs right here. I'm 100% sure almost that we had SMTs right there. Bang. So we are bullish. What do we want to see? We want to see a manipulation into whatever key level. Could be this, this 50-minute gap, or just anything else. And then look for your long positions. Let me see what I took that day. Okay, yeah, I took nothing. So what happened at market open? I had a key level on ES and on NQ. On NQ we didn't hit that key level, but on ES we did. But the market open, it's so fast. I didn't see us hitting that key level on ES, so I missed the setup. But that was still fine. That happens. The setup was there and it worked, but I just missed it. I know a lot of people took them, and yeah, I'll show the trade, you know. So bang, we manipulate down, guys. We make an SMT right here, something like that. We sweep into the key level, which was this gap and something else I can't talk about, and then we start pushing up. Yeah, my trade would have been like this, with a 10-point stop targeting around 10R. You can do whatever you want with how to target at all-time highs. At least target this high, obviously, which was 3.4R, but I would have been targeting way higher. Just use any manipulation leg here. This is a manipulation leg. Use a standard deviation. You can even target 2.5, bro. I'm pretty sure that got hit as well. Or you can use this manipulation leg right here. There's also a pretty fine manipulation leg, and target the -4. Or you can also see like what aligns. We have this -1 aligning with the -3, you know. -1 aligning with -3, you can target that 4R. Or we have minus. Nah, that's it. I would be targeting the um, -4 probably here. Or what do we have? I think I targeted around 10R, so that was -2 of this standard deviation. I don't really use standard deviations that much, but on all-time highs we can still use them. But look, I'm pretty sure if we look at this, bum bum. If we look at this, look, -6 aligns with -2, pretty clean. So yeah, that is what I was looking for. Bang, that's my TP, and let's see how that plays out. in not even 4 minutes, bro. 10R in 4 minutes. I missed that, unfortunately. That's my bad. But still, the trade ID was there. I still made around 10R that week. Yeah, that was a pretty nice week. After seeing this play out and not catching that move, I did not want to get FOMO at the end of the week because statistically, Fridays are the worst trading day for traders. So I did not want to get caught into that. So I just said, yeah, okay, sure, I'm off. I do not want to be participating into this all-time highs market. So yeah, I just went off. We pumped and whatever. I don't really care. This was the trade I wanted to take. I missed that because I didn't see ES at the moment. And yeah, there's not much to say there, you know. I think I did pretty good on Friday, like not getting FOMO and taking another setup. So yeah, that was well done by me. That was a 10R week. I had a 11R W, a -1R loss, which got stopped out by one tick, and then some break evens. You gotta know market is still choppy and we are still in war price action, so you gotta be careful and yeah, you gotta know if you just start trading right now, PA will get better. If you look at 2025 PA, I had like 11 green months out of the 12. And this year is just hard, you know, like with Trump in the office and stuff, it is hard. Like, don't get it twisted, don't get fooled by all these guys on social media. PA is hard. It is flipping hard to trade this right now. But yeah, just gotta manage your risk, and times will get better at the end of the day. So yeah, I think my psychology over the week was quite decent. Um, Thursday was my worst day, but not even psychological. My bias was kind of wrong with that bullish rebalance that I wanted to play, but my idea was there with a bearish scenario. So yeah, that was kind of tough. But I think psychology wise, I did quite good in that week. So yeah, I'm happy with that because that's the thing I'm struggling with. I secured 10R in that week. That's insane for me as a alt IVG trader. So I'm happy with that. And yeah, this week as well. It's Wednesday right now. I'm up nothing. I'm just break even on the week, which is fine, you know. You just gotta be patient and look for what works for you. And with such a model that I use right now, bro, one winning day with a solid win, obviously with minimum 5R, and you're set for the week, you know. So I'm just patient and I'm looking for the highest probability day. So yeah, I can't really do much more, you know. Yeah, guys, I think that was the video. I appreciate you guys. I will be making these weekly recaps. I hope every week if I can, if I'm able. Otherwise, I will let you guys know on either on TikTok or Twitter, because my exam season is also coming up, and I haven't done anything for school, so I gotta lock in as well soon. But until then, I will be making my weekly recaps for like I think 3 more weeks, like 3 more weekly recaps or four. I don't know yet. We'll see. I appreciate you guys. If you want to use any prop firm, I'm affiliated with Lucid. You do not have to use Lucid, but I think Lucid is a quite good firm that offers you a lot of plans and just some yeah, just look into it. If you want to use Lucid, yeah, you can use my code Scapsy. You support me as well. Send me a DM of proof using my codes on TikTok, Twitter, or Instagram, and you'll enter the giveaway. I'll be every single payout I get from my affiliate money, I will give back to you guys because, like, come on, you guys make that happen, so you guys deserve giveaways for yeah, making me the affiliate payouts, you know. So yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video.